G'day, I'm Dan Raff, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Tsukuba Circuit in Japan for round 8 of the Nations Cup 2021 Season 1, and in pole position DF Mock in a Toyota SFR, also in the SFR Cinco Tropic in P2, and in P3 Rooster and Takuma in P4. A lot of Toyotas in this race, I'll explain why in a moment. In P5, South Oz. In P6, Sugar Nuts. In P7, Whore Dragon. In P8, New Zealand Striker. We'll see him later. In P9, Cliff. In a BMW in P10, Moosefeld. And you find me in P11, so let's have a look at my qualifying lap. My best time in free practice was a 1:04.9. I know at the end of the Nürburgring video I said I was going to be in the Subaru, but after testing that car out, and then I tried this because it had the it was sort of dominating the leaderboard, and it was just no contest. On my first lap in this car I shaved like 4 seconds off my best time with the Subaru, so decided to go with this, and this pretty much turned into a one-make race with a few exceptions, and yeah, it's a straight sprint. No tyre changes, no fuel, only 15 laps of a very short glorified go-kart track, so this is going to be a quick race. And a fairly pointless one. So in P12, Rob Macca. In P13, King Mel in an Audi. Renegade in P14 in an Expo. Another Expo with Big Red Ralph in P15. A 22B in P16 with Boss. And in P17, Present Crop in the WRX Type S, which was what I almost was going to drive in this race, but we get ready for a grid start here at Tsukuba. And this race, oh boy, do I have things to say about this race. And the lights go out and we are off towards P1, which is a hairpin, and it's going to go about as well as you would expect. This is, everyone's just jostling for position. I'm just trying to hold on to mine. And this is the story really of the first lap, because this track doesn't really have many good places to overtake, so you have to take your opportunities where you can, and with what is essentially a one-make race, with the few exceptions that aren't the Toyota, if you lose a position, you're not going to get it back. You just will not be able to catch up and make up ground, such as the makeup of this race, as we get past Present Crop after he serves a penalty, and that puts us up into P9, and up ahead Takuma has a track limit penalty to serve on the next lap, so we'll see how we do with that as we cross the line to start lap 2. And this race really just turns into a game of follow the leader. Once the race started and once you've had a couple of laps, everyone settles into a position, and that's pretty much where we stay. you know, or so I thought. But like I've said, if you lose a position in this race, you know, it's hard to get it back again. Yeah, so Takuma about to serve his penalty, and it's only a half-second one. It does let us get up nice and close to him though, and as we come around the right-hand sweeper at the end of the lap, we do get past him. He turns into us, and I don't know what that was about. I mean, you know, look at your radar, mate, I'm right there. And we come up to T1 on lap 3, and you know, he basically goes for the dive bomb, and I have to, you know, stay wide, let him pass. But yeah, these races like this one and the one at Autopolis, it just encourages bad behaviour. You know, being so short on a track that doesn't really. It's not really. This is not a race track. This is a go-kart track. So flash forward to lap 8, and Takuma makes a move on Striker and gets past on T1. So we will follow behind as we come through the S's, and Striker goes a little bit deep, but recovers that, and as we head up towards the Dunlop Arch, and I cut that corner a little bit too aggressively, and that gives me a half-second penalty. And I'm sorry the commentary on this race is so dry, but it just this race just didn't give me much to work with, to be honest. But we come up to the right-hand sweeper, and I see a gap, I go for it. Physics sort of pushes me a little bit wide. Striker doesn't give me any room. I do turn in tight to give him room. He cuts back to the inside, and then just decides to pump me off the track because he didn't like being overtaken. So that drops me back to P10. Striker gets a well-deserved 2-second penalty, but it's not really going to help me out. As we come around the internal hairpin, I guess, and under the Dunlop Arch, and God, this track gets so boring after a few laps, doesn't it? I mean, it's just so. I mean, what even is this? We come around hairpin number 3. Seems to be the theme of this track, and serve the penalty at the line, and that allows Cliff to get past us, and that drops me back to P11. So we'll flash forward now to the beginning of lap 13, which was my fastest lap of the race, but we'll stay in default view because this car doesn't actually have a cockpit view. Like, I looked for it, it just isn't there, so yeah, what you see is what you get. And this was the whole race. This was the whole race. It just doesn't, the view just doesn't change. It's just following each other around a tiny little track in the suburbs of Tokyo that I don't even know what it's here for, to be honest. Yeah, it's not suited for racing. This race was so boring. It really was. It was so boring and utterly pointless. And so yeah, great job, Polyphony, on another stellar scheduling. Because who rolled the dice on this to decide the combination, honestly? But yeah, we'll flash forward now to the final lap of the race, thank God. And I don't know what to tell you. The view hasn't changed. The view it hasn't changed, and it won't. Yeah. So how you doing? You doing okay? Everything all right? How's the family? And yeah, getting up to anything on the weekend? I don't really have anything major planned, but there is a race on, so I'll probably be doing that. But other than that, yeah, nothing major. Just chilling at home at the moment. Oh yeah, sorry, we're in a race. I forgot. It just so yeah, we come across the line to finish in P11. If it hadn't been for a butthurt New Zealander, we would have finished probably in P8. But hey, at least the race is over, and that's something to be thankful for. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that, you're very easily amused. But anyway, leave a like and comment below to let me know how you did in the race or just to say hi. Next on the calendar, it's round 8 of the 2021 Manufacturer Series Season 1. We're in Group 4 at Laguna Seca, so make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of the action. I'm Dan Raff, and I'll see you at the next race.